Hi, welcome once again to Starseed Rising 333. I'm glad you've tuned back into this channel. And if it's your first time, welcome. First of all, once again, I'd like to thank all my viewers, my subscribers, my supporters, anyone that's tuned in to watch my readings or my other videos out on YouTube. Thank you ever so much for your support. Whatever you did in the past, whatever you're about to do now is much appreciated and it does help the channel. And please don't forget, if you do enjoy this reading, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. And please check the description box after watching or reading this video if you're interested in the decks, which I'm going to be used for the reading today, as well as the prayer and the crystals, which I'm going to be showing you later on. Okay, now this uh, reading, okay, is for the divine feminine or any females who have tuned in to watch this reading today. You do not need to be on a spiritual soul life path to watch this reading. It's for anyone. Now, I'll just tell you a little bit about what the sacred cosmic traveler is all about. The sacred cosmic traveler reading is about moving through different timelines, okay, because we are all spiritual beings having a human experience who have been incarnated into this lifetime. It's also to help us to understand the events, signs, and coincidences occurring in your life, because life is full of uncertainties, and you can use that information to help you transform, heal, to bring greater love and awareness into your life and into your world. All right. So, but before I start the reading, all right, I just want to um, say a prayer. And I'm going to be calling in Archangel Michael just for protection. So if you just please bear with me. And I'm going to be using a prayer from this book. It's called Angel Prayers by Carl Gray. Archangel Michael, heavenly hosts, I am so grateful for your light and presence. I welcome your energy into my life at this time. I surrender and release all of the fears I no longer need. I release all resistance to worries and concerns to heaven, knowing I'm fully supported. I release all resistance, worries. Oh, sorry. That's Thank you, Michael, for cutting the cords that bind me to people, places, and situations. The road ahead is clear. I recognize that I deserve freedom and accept it from this moment forward. Only good lies before me, and I am protected by your light. And so it is. All right, so I'm just said a prayer to Archangel Michael. Um, Before I continue, let me just light this candle if you don't mind. Just like to light a candle before I start my readings. Okay, so let's start. All right, so the first deck I'm going to be using, okay, um is the Sacred Traveler, all right? And it's by Denise Lynn. So let's see what messages our spiritual team have for us, and whatever messages that come out, please take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, there's too many too many, too many. Okay, so they wanted me to take these three. Okay, so the first one, it says, navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. The second card, it says, breaking trail, a breakthrough is at hand. And the third card that came out, it says, answering the call, the time is now. Right, so I'm just going to quickly read on these cards to see what more, okay, information we can get on these messages that just came out. So navigating the stars, just bear with me, please. 89. Okay, so the card meaning, it says, trust your gut, have faith that a higher power is directing your life. Believe, allow your life decisions to be dictated by what opens your heart and by what brings you joy. Okay, and by doing that, that means that that is just confirmation that you are on the right path. Okay, relax, be patient, follow your bliss. Your life is divinely guided. All is going according to a wonderful plan for your life. Be confident that all is well. Okay, so it's all about taking the leap of faith and having faith, okay, and trust the process, have faith in the divine, okay, and as well as believe in yourself as well, okay, have that confidence, all right, and again, trust your intuition, which is your gut feeling at all time, okay, that all is well, all right. Because sometimes, like when on especially if you're on this spiritual path, sometimes you don't always know what is ahead, or sometimes or something could happen and you might be worried and wonder why. But sometimes it, or I will say in divine timing, okay, it will, the most high will reveal to you, okay, why you need to do certain things, or why you had to go a certain place, or why you had to do something, okay, or why you had to avoid or overcome certain things. So it's all trusting in the process, having faith in the Most High, all right, and your spiritual team. So I'm just going to read quickly on the second card where it says breaking trail. Okay, the card meaning, it goes on to say, you're at the beginning of a breakthrough. Everything you've been doing for the past few years has been a preparation for what's ahead. There are instances when the path isn't clear ahead, and in those moments, sometimes you need to break trail. In your life, it may seem that the path disappears. However, the only way to reach your destination is to push through. Keep going. Do things in a new way. Imagine a woman giving birth. It's hard, but through her great effort, a baby comes into being. Something new and exciting is coming into your life. Okay, so it's all about taking again that leap of faith, believing in yourself, okay, trusting the universe, and believing that everything is going to um happen. Okay, whatever it is you want to manifest is going to come through. Okay, and also is a chance for us to surrender as well. Okay, surrender, be patient, okay, and trust the process. All right. um okay, so this the second message is very much linked to the first message, okay, where it goes on to say navigating by the stars. All right. um and if you notice on the first card, you could see how this man is just, he doesn't have any map or anything in his hand, but he's just having faith in his spiritual team, in the divine, to lead the way. All right. So I'm just going to read on the third card where it says answering the call. So some of you, okay, might be sort of like just embarking or about to embark on your spiritual journey. All right. Some of you might be avoiding it, but here the message is to answer the call. Okay, because it goes on to say the time is now. So let me just read quickly on this one. 25. I think this is the first message in the booklets. Okay, the card meaning. You've been called. The sacred journey always starts with a call. You might feel ready or you might be uncertain and not willing. But when you receive the call, you must respond. If you've been waiting for your life to turn out, the waiting is over. Your true and authentic life is happening. If you've been hoping for a sign, this is it. Right now, you've been called, and a gateway is opening for communications from the spirit realms. The energy of courage surrounds you. You may not know what the future brings, but you do know that it's time, or it is now time to act and go forward. Okay. um Sometimes, okay, this could happen um as a form of an awakening. Okay, so maybe something might come to an abrupt end. Okay, or you might be suddenly enlightened about something. Okay, and all that these are just signs from the universe to say it's time. Okay, it's time to now to act on that call. All right. So yeah, so these are the messages that your spiritual team, our spiritual team, the divine, okay, would like you to respond to, or to, or if, okay, maybe you're already on that spiritual and you've already, so just as I said, whatever messages that come up, please take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just use the next step. Okay. And what I'm going to I want to do is like to use the Akashic. Should I go with the Akashic Record? Okay, I think it's better if I, okay, I was advised to use this one. Okay, first. So I'm going to be using this deck. It's called the Oracle of Portals. Okay, and if you've never heard what a portal is basically um a gateway. Okay, it's a gateway. All right. um for example, when we were incarnated, because we all had past lives. Okay. um we all had past lives because before we were incarnated on this planet. All right, we are all spiritual beings having a human experience. Okay, and we all are on a spiritual path. All right, but just some of us, okay, haven't yet awakened. Okay, and I think this is the reason why the last message, okay, from the sacred traveler came up. Okay, where it says answer the call. All right. Now, as I said before, that portals can be anything. It doesn't always have to be like the first of January, or let's say or like 12, 12, 7, 7, things like that. Okay, it could just be like sleeping and then wakening. Okay, working to resting. Okay, so we step into portals all the time. Okay, and the deck I'm going to be using is just going to help um you to step into spiritual portals, okay, to access information to help you go through life's journey and to help bring your creative ideas into reality and become a better version of yourself. All right. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards and see what portal that we'll be stepping into. Okay. Okay, so the portal that we're going to be stepping into is the portal of seclusion. It's on a number 32. All right, so just get a stand. Okay, so I'm just going to read more on this card and no just read more about this portal. Okay. So I'm just going to just read more about this portal. Seclusion. It's time for some quiet time away from others and the outside world. The ideal length of your retreat depends on the nature of your question and situation. In some cases, you may want to schedule a solitary week or weekend in a cabin in the woods, desert, seaside, another natural setting of your choosing, or even in your own home. In other cases, this message is more about stepping away from your present situation for a day, a half day, an hour, or even a few quality minutes alone. Or this card may be indicating that your guides and angels want you to stay home alone instead of going out or spending time with a person or group. No matter how long the length of your seclusion, the point is to set boundaries around your thoughts, feelings, opinions, and personal space so you can reconnect with yourself, nourish yourself, and listen to the whisperings of your soul. Perhaps you've been contemplating a choice or deciding what new direction you want to take. If that's the case, enter the seclusion portal before you commit to a particular path. Establish silence within and around yourself so you can hear the voices of your higher self and the divine. No matter what length or retreat you choose, be sure to turn off your phone or place it on airplane mode for either the whole time or for substantial chunks of time. A retreat is not a retreat if you're on call or constantly checking in with others via text and social media. Your period of seclusion, whether it's 5 minutes or 5 days, must include simple mindfulness practices such as meditation and deep breathing. If you have more time, you can also include other supportive self care practices, such as bathing, in other words, like a sort of like a um, bathing in a holistic way, okay? Um, or as part of a ritual, okay? As or you could do it, yeah, or just relaxing, okay? Yeah, just taking just some quiet time, or making your favorite healthy meals and treats, walking outside, and writing, in your journal. Be sure you tune into your intuition about what length and form of seclusion will most benefit you. Take some deep breaths, tune into your body, and ask yourself what kind of retreat that I can reasonably afford and fit into my schedule will most benefit me now. Then listen to the quiet inner wisdom that always knows. Or if you don't seem to know, pretend that you do. In other words, if you did know, what would the answer be? When you pose the question this way, viable inner guidance will surely arise. Once it does, make arrangements to spend quality time with yourself in precisely the way you are shown. Okay, so these are just ways. Okay, so maybe you have receive that call to take your spiritual path, but I think it's also important that you take quiet time. Okay, we all need to. Okay, whether you're on a spiritual life, if whether you're on a spiritual life path or not, it's very important for us to. I know it's easier said than done, but it's very important, okay, for us to do that, okay, to so that we can go within, um and to help figure out what is our next move, okay, and also a time to connect with our higher self as well as the divine and our spiritual team. Okay, right. So next I'm going to be using this tarot deck, and it's called the Akashic tarot. Okay, in order to for to um access the Akashic field, okay, because the Akashic records is stored in the Akashic Library, okay, which is in the Akashic field, okay. And if you've never heard of Akashic Records, it's just basically also known as the Book of Life, okay. It contains information about our past, present, and future, okay. Now I'm just gonna, I mean, obviously this is gonna be sort of like a general reading, okay. So I don't know which energy, okay, that spirit is going to tap into. So I'm going to be selecting three cards from this deck and see what comes out, okay. And if you're interested in the decks that I'm using for this reading today, I'll put their names in the description box, so please check it out after watching or listening to this reading, okay. Just shuffle the cards. Okay, so the first one that wanted to come out is the Queen of Scrolls. The Queen of Scrolls. Just get a stand. Okay, the second one that wanted to come out is the Scribe. And the third card that wanted to come out is the Oracle of Delphi. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to refer back to the booklet, okay, to see what um is it our spiritual team and the divine would like us to know. Queen of Scrolls. So let's see. So it looks like we've got two major arcana cards here. Okay, the Scribe and the Oracle of Delphi. And the major arcana, okay, in tarot is all about our goals and spiritual lessons, and then you've got the minor arcana, which is all about the different people that we meet in our lifetime, or the people that we have in our lives during this lifetime, as well as any trials and tribulations, okay, that we may need to go through. So let me just see if I can find Queen of Scrolls 129. Okay, so let's see what the Queen of Scrolls is all about. Okay, it goes on to say, a beautiful woman holds a scroll as she stands in front of a sunlight archway. Around her swirls the energy of wisdom, knowledge, and Akashic truth. When this card appears upright, she brings important information and inspiration to you. The Queen of Scrolls is a woman of higher mind whom you may already know or have yet to meet. Her purpose is to help you move through the entryway to a new level of wisdom and understanding. She could be a teacher to you in some way or offer a friendship that could develop into a deeper love. This woman could be helpful to you in some project requiring communication. She may be an author, a marketer, or publisher. If you are a writer, she may be someone who assists you in getting published. The Queen of Scrolls could also represent you or a woman in your life getting a position in a field related to communication or academics, such as counseling, teaching, marketing, or publishing. This card indicates a phase of deepening understanding and readiness to learn. It is the perfect time for personal growth and expansive learning, whether it's mind, body, or spirit centered. Open the mysteries that are hidden in the Akashic Scrolls and step through the door of knowledge. Hmm. Okay, so it could this first message could be very much um connected to the last card, okay, on um from the very first deck, okay, the Sacred Traveler, where it goes on to say about answering the call. So maybe you might need some form of, of spiritual enlightenment or guidance at this time, but just take it as it resonates, okay? You will know, okay? And that's all about trusting your intuition, okay? And taking time out as well from your daily busy life or routine to do that, okay? Okay, and the Akashic Force, okay, for the first card, close your eyes and feel the Queen of Scrolls approach. As she hands you a scroll, your greater mind awakens. Feel the sparkling brilliance there. Okay, so that's for the first message. Okay, so I'm just going to read now on the second one where it goes on to talk about the scribe. So let's see, 74. And the thing about oracle or tarot readings, okay, it's timeless. Okay, it's timeless. Um, and also it's non-gender. Okay, so please take that in mind because we all, whether you're woman or man, we both embody, okay, masculine and feminine energies. All right. Okay, the scribe, the learned scribe writes at a high desk. Nearby a number of other working scribes. Okay, just this the book is just describing the pictures, okay, on the card. In some ancient societies, scribes were simply copiers of holy texts, but in many they were the most learned men of their time. People well versed in law, scripture, philosophy, history, and more. This card indicates a great ensuite in mind and study for you. If there is any subject with which you'd like to acquaint or reacquaint yourself, do so. It's not just for the sake of study, although that's always a good thing. This period of higher mind and higher learning is nothing less than a change your life or even change the world. Opportunity. Just as the Wright brothers began by studying the flight patterns of birds, you can rise up on the wings of discovery now. There may be a teacher or even an entire school that can help you with this upliftment. Be sure to seek out the right person or place of learning. You can also become a writer or teacher yourself at this time, elevating and contributing to others. If you're involved in any legal matters, there is a person who can help you with this. Let your great vision guide you to him or her. Okay, so again, using your intuition, this could also be a time when you might find yourself writing proposals, grants, essays, blogs, articles, or books. Notice what compels you and be sure to answer the call. Wow. So again, this second message is all about answering the call. Okay. um so if you are somehow reluctant, okay, or hesitating about doing so, please do so. I think all these messages that are coming here so far is all about uh answer like answering the call and taking that leap of faith. All right. um all right. Overcoming your, if you've got any fears, it's all about as well, by taking that leap of faith, it's like you are overcoming, okay, or try to overcome, okay, your fears by doing so. All right. And maybe, okay, as being stated in the booklet, or rather, that you may need to somehow um uh, um, maybe pray or get some form of or if you know you have your feeling is telling you that maybe you might need to um get some knowledge um before doing so, then do so. Okay. um yeah. And I mean, what I've done, because I do spiritual enlightenments, I also do these other healing readings as well. But I have written a few um uh of from my soul tribe or soul family, okay, that can probably help you, okay, because some of them just they don't read tarot, okay, some of them just um they just publish spiritual enlightenment videos. So just have a look, browse through, okay. There's a lot of uh I would say readers, as well as like gurus or teachers out there. But I think the best thing to do first is to go within, take some time out from your busy schedule, and also pray to the divine to help you, to guide you in the right direction, okay, after taking that leap of faith, okay, or before you embark on your journey. And if you are, it's something that is a constant, because I always do that all the time. Okay, talk to my spiritual team, the angels, the ancestors, to help guide me. But it's also about having faith in the unknown. Okay, stepping into the unknown. All right. Okay, and the Akashic force. All right, for the second card, it says, think of an interest that you would like to pursue. With a deep breath, feel your desire to make this discovery or expand it further. Find a book today that helps you open this door tomorrow. Okay? So you might maybe need to go into a need to go into a new line of study, or maybe to learn something new or expand on what you already know. Okay, it depends. All right, it's I can't, I think that's just something that you yourself will know, but you need to take time out, okay, in order to um to make the right decision. Okay, so I'm going to just read on the last card that came up from the Akashic Tarot deck, the Oracle of Delphi. 43. Just bear with me, because I'm just trying to get the page. Okay, it goes on to say here, and a lot of with this tarot deck, okay, it goes on to describe, okay, what's happening um on the cards, all right. So here it goes on to say the Pythia, or the priestess at Delphi, sits upon a high three-legged seat. Steam gently rises from a small fissure in the ground. Nearby, a robed priest prepares to write upon an open scroll. While the Pythia psychically receives the perceptions from Apollo, it is the priest who interprets her pronouncements. In this, we see the two important keys in psychic experience, which is perception and interpretation. All right? When you receive this card, you're in a time of great insight and psychic power. Even if you don't recognize it yet, it lies very close to your consciousness, because you have used this gift in so many past lives. You may get images or feelings without knowing how to interpret them. Take note as you practice both your psychic perceptions and their interpretations, just as they gave the Oracle of Delphi a profound awareness. Your psychic perceptions and their interpretations give you a powerful insight and an Akashic vision of the world. Okay, so maybe some of you at this present moment, your third eye, which is located between your brows, or they usually call it, in other words, the sixth sense. So that might be opening up at this moment, and things might be a little bit confusing, but it just takes a bit of time, but you'll be guided. Okay, because I know when my third eye started to open, all right, it was uh a bit frightening for me. Everything, it's almost like, it's just a bit like having sort of an awakening or tower moment. Okay, and you start to see things differently. You start to see the world, um and it's because at the same time, as your third eye is opening, you're also ascending at the same time. All right, and it's just a continuous process as long as you're alive on this planet Earth. Okay, it's just a continuous thing. All right. And yeah, it's uh it can be frightening at the beginning, but you just have to just have faith and just trust in the process. Okay, and the Akashic force for the last message, um the Oracle of Delphi says, close your eyes and go within. Feel your psychic energy growing, expanding upward from the very depths of your being. Now, notice the first thing that you sense. Okay, so that's all about the sort of like getting in tune with yourself. But you just need to take some quiet time out, you know, and it's something that if you're on the spiritual path, okay, you do that all the time, especially if you've already awakened, I should say, because as I said earlier, that we're all on the spiritual path, but a lot of people have not yet awakened. All right, so but once you have awakened or signed to wake, um you know that you do need to take time out, and it's for everyone, especially if you've already awakened and you're on this so-called spiritual journey or life path. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is just use another deck. Okay, and this is called the Time Travelers. Okay, so we're just going to just step back in time, okay, and see um where we might have visited or where we might have lived, okay, in the past before we were incarnated um, on this planet Earth. All right. So let me just clear out this table a bit. And I've been guided to take or select three cards from this deck. Okay, to see whereabouts or where you might have visited in your past or where you might have lived, or you know or you could have visited all three places. I don't know. All right, so let's see. Okay, just gonna just give this deck a good shuffle. Okay, so the three cards that popped out. The first one, okay, so number 27, it says miracles, and it's the Northern Lights in Iceland. So that's the first location. Okay, the second location um is Northern India. Okay, it's on number 28. It says patience. And it says under the Bodhi tree, Northern India. Hmm, that's interesting. So some of you might have lived, worked, okay, um, in either Iceland, Northern India. Let's see where else. Okay, the last location is Southeast Asia. Okay, so number 13, and it talks about flexibility. Um, and it says a prehistoric bamboo forest. Okay, and that's in Southeast Asia. Hmm. Let's see if I can increase the lighting a bit. I think that's much better. Okay, so let me just read more about these locations and what messages are linked to these locations. Okay, so 20, 27. Okay, so the time traveler's message here, okay, says be open to the miracles that are waiting for you. Release your doubt and watch for them. Know that you don't have to do it all yourself. It's important that you don't limit the way that miracles can appear in your life by trying to control the flow or by having expectations. Be open to allowing the Creator to resolve challenges for you in mysterious and amazing ways. When they arrive, allow immense gratitude to fill your heart, even if you don't come in the form that you expected. Be open to celebrating each one, no, not matter how small. Success begets success. Noticing the small wonders will allow great gifts from Spirit to expand in your life. Hold the thought in your heart that your life is a miracle, and indeed it is and will be. Ooh, very beautiful message here. And I'm just going to read um, on the second location. Okay, the time traveler's message here, it says this, where it goes on to talk about patience. It says, this is a sign that patience is called for. Do not move forward. Do not make major decisions or sign contracts. Knowing will emerge. The right direction will appear. As you wait, it's not uncommon for your imagination to be sparked. Savor and mull over the information, but do not act on it just yet. You would not plant tomato seeds one night and then go shout at the earth the next morning because there are no tomatoes. Instead, you would trust that even if you can't see the results of your efforts, eventually tomatoes will appear. Whether you're waiting for an investment, a project, a relationship, or a diet to pay off, Forbearance is called for. Beneath the surface, your life is transforming. You just need to be patient. If others are acting badly, remember that bad behavior comes out of fear. Don't look at this as a time of despairing, but as one of preparing for your future to unfold. If you are willing to wait a bit, your dreams will come in almost miraculous ways. Hmm. So one of the ways, okay, so this is very much linked. So one of the ways, okay, that your miracles can come through is to be patient. Okay. So I'm just going to read on the third card, which is on the number 13, which talks about flexibility. Okay, all right. So let's see what that's about. What messages? Okay, the time traveler's message. This card urges you to be flexible in your life. This is not a time for uncompromising strength, but a time for bending and yielding. Success will follow if you do this. Do not face a problem head on, go around it, above it, or under it. Be willing to change your mind and modify your trajectory in your life to go in a different direction. In regards to abundance, this is a powerful card. It suggests that your prosperity can grow exponentially if you are adaptable. Potentially, a time of rapid growth is ahead. However, if you are rigid, there is a chance that something valuable in your life would break and shatter. Don't rely only on your strength. You may eventually splinter and break. If you are strong and flexible, you can adapt to even the hardest of circumstances. Go with the flow. Don't try to direct it, and good fortune will ensue. So it's all about being flexible in whatever you want to pursue, and also to be patient. All right. So these all, you know, good, very much um, it's very much useful, okay, in whatever it is that you want to bring forth, whatever you want to create, whatever you want to pursue in your life, or to pursue or manifest your goals, or bring your um, in order for you to bring your goals into fruition, okay, and also to bring make your dreams a reality, okay. Okay, so I'm going to be using another deck. And this deck is called the Quantum Oracle. Okay, because as I said earlier, okay, before the reading, all right, that um the life itself offers endless possibilities, okay, in regards to any area of our life, okay, and whatever messages that we get, it can help us to be aware um of our options, okay, and to be able to shift our consciousness and energy. All right, so yeah, so I'm going to be uh selecting three cards from this deck, okay, to see what else we can do to help us to again to bring our goals into fruition, okay, to bring our dreams into reality, okay. Okay, because our fate or destiny is in our hands. All right. So yeah, this card. Use a different deck. Okay. Okay, so the three uh our spiritual team wanted to select. The first one, it goes on to talk about planning and action. Okay. The second one, um another topic says number two. So this is based on energy. Okay. Then you've got number one, it says cycle, and it's all to do with new beginnings. Okay. And for that new beginning to occur, we need to take we need to take action. All right. Taking that leap of faith. All right. And then you've got the last card is on number three. And I've just noticed something that you've got one, two, three. Okay, so again, when these numbers come in, that's if you were to um these numbers, okay, if, especially if you got like one, two, three, or four, five, six, things like that, it means that everything is going to be done in divine order. Okay, so we just need to trust and be patient, okay, and have faith in the divine, our spiritual team. Okay. All right, so the last card that came out, it says it's on number three, people, and it says friends and colleagues. Okay, so maybe you know that in order to get where we need to be, okay, we might need to collaborate with friends or colleagues, or we might be or as we go along our spiritual journey, the divine, our spiritual team are going to send you your soul tribe, members of your soul tribe, to help you, okay, to bring your goals into fruition, or to help you to do, or to help you in any way, okay, possible, to help whatever it is that you want to do, okay, to come about in reality, in physical form. All right, so okay, so let me just get a stand and just friends and family. All right, so let's see, because that's what normally happens anyway, and especially on the spiritual soul journey, you know, that in time, um your spiritual team, the divine, is going to send like-minded souls to assist you, you know. Okay, so let me just read more on the first card where it talks about energy. So let's see, planning 62. Okay, so the message here, okay, where it says planning and actually says get ready and go. Okay. Um, a watch, compass, and pencil lie on a street map that shows a castle in the distance. It's clear that someone is planning a trip or even preparing to run a race. Although your challenge now might not be a literal race, this card is telling you to get ready for some major planning and action in your life. It may even indicate a trip or move. This is a time of acceleration for you. To take advantage of this energy, make your goal a priority now. If you need to strategize and make specific plans, be sure to get going on those preparations soon. Then follow up those plans with focus, regular action in the direction of your desire. When you're engaged in this type of devotion, the universe takes you seriously and responds. Gather your thoughts, Make your plans and jump into action. Believe in yourself and allow that energy of belief to move you forward to the finish line. Okay, and the affirmation to the first message, it says, today's action creates tomorrow's results. I choose to take action in the direction of my goals. Okay, so this is an affirmation. You could say it and believe it, or to help you. Okay, you could say, today's action creates tomorrow's results. I choose to take action in the direction of my goals. So I'm just going to read on the second message. And if you do enjoy this, listen to this reading or watching this reading, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. And this is a reading for the divine feminine or any females who have tuned in to listen or watch this reading today. Okay, whatever you do is very much appreciated. So I'm just going to read on this one. It says, talks about cycle 181. Okay, so the message here is for new beginnings, the start of something big. A baby laughs in a bed of spring flowers, and the sun shines through an arbor of lilacs. This card marks the approach of something wonderful and new in your life. This new beginning may indicate the end of something else, as in the case of leaving a job to start a new one, or it can mean adding a new endeavor to your present life experience, such as a new baby or blossoming relationship where once there was none. So get ready for something exciting on the horizon. Maybe you've been planning it and taking steps to make it happen, or perhaps you've been satisfied with the status quo and not considering a change of any kind. Even if that's the case, keep your eyes and heart open for an opportunity to start something new. Whether you're engaging in a creative hobby or beginning a spiritual practice, the energy bodes well for great value coming through this new beginning. All right. And the affirmation, okay, for this uh message, you could say and believe it. You could say, I live each day with joy and optimism. A wonderful new beginning is coming my way. All right. And I'm just going to read on the second card. Okay, so the affirmation again for the second card is, you could say, I live each day with joy and optimism. A wonderful new beginning is coming my way. All right, so I'm going to read on the last card. Um, it says friends and colleagues. It's all about people. 1, 3. Okay, there it goes on about camaraderie, all right? A group of people are gathered around a table, laughing and enjoying each other's company. Receiving this card indicates a time of camaraderie and closeness with others. You may be widening your social group or getting more intimate with someone with whom you resonate greatly. There could also be new connections with people in your work or business environment. A colleague could become a friend. A new association may be willing and ready to give you support on an important project or even help you move forward in your career. These are important energies. So if you're accustomed to isolating yourself, get out of your own way, whether it's in your personal or work life. Let yourself forge genuine new connections and fortify old ones now. This card upright could also indicate a party or celebration of some kind. Enjoy these fun times. Okay, and the affirmation for this last card, okay, about friends and colleagues, that's something that you could say and believe it. You could say, the universe is filled with caring people. I open my life to their wonderful support. Okay, so if you somehow feel isolated, okay, or even especially if you're on the spiritual soul path, okay, there are like-minded souls. One of the things that I do, I always pray to the Most High to send me like-minded souls or members of my soul tribe. Okay, and by doing so, it has helped me so much um as I go along my spiritual journey. It has helped me a lot of immensely. Okay, so the affirmation for the last on for the last card that came out, you could say, the universe is filled with caring people. I open my life to their wonderful support. Okay, and as I've said earlier on, okay, that if you check the description box, okay, after listening or watching this reading, I have listed um a few of the members of my own soul tribe, okay, who I listen to sometimes. Um, and if you're not interested in tarot or oracle readings, I have listed a few you can watch in terms of spiritual, if you just want spiritual enlightenment, or if you just want to, if you like sort of like someone who is religious, okay, I've also highlighted um you videos that you can watch, okay, um if that's your interest. All right, so I've just and if you I do also publish spiritual enlightenment videos as well. So there's a lot out there, and I think one of the most important things, okay, that you can do is to pray. Okay, that's the most popular um ritual um that you can do, is pray to the Most High if you feel somehow stuck or you're unsure. But it's also very important to take time out from your busy schedule, okay, to go within, um, maybe even just going out in nature to try and get the answers that um, you seek, okay? Okay, so I'm going to just use this to close off the reading, okay? Or I'm going to use this deck, and then I'm going to just show you a few crystals, okay? I call them traveler crystals, okay? If you are interested in working with crystals, and I put the names uh, of two books, okay, which you can use, okay, if you're interested in working or healing with crystals. So the last oracle deck I'm going to be using for this reading is called Dream Oracle Cards, okay, and this is by Kelly Sullivan Walden. And just see what closing messages our spiritual team have for us. So let's see. Okay, so the first one that came out, it says, Angel, tap into your higher wisdom. Okay, so probably this is the time, um, and also to trust your intuition, which is your gut feeling, which is very much linked to your third eye. And as I said, one of the ways you can do that is not only is through meditation, okay, but you could also do it through prayer, all right. But um, um, finding time out, some quiet time out to calm the mind will help you immensely. Okay, so this is coming from the angels here. Okay, right. This the second message, it says, face and embrace all parts of yourself. Okay, I've also got what this one, it says bridge. It says stay strong and remain connected to what is important to you. Okay, and I've been guided to take the three, sorry, the two okay, the two to take two other cards, I should say, all right? The one on the top and the one at the bottom. Okay, so I've got um this card, it says elevator, rise above. So it's all about like elevating yourself, and part of it to is maybe stepping into the unknown, um maybe going into a new line of study to help you to elevate, okay, as you move, um, you, um, you move through life's journey, okay, and I've got key, and it says seek no further, your aha moment is at hand. Okay, so it could be like maybe some of you might be who are watching or listening to this reading, you might not have yet awakened yet, but there's going to come a time when um uh this moment will arrive. Okay, and then the next thing to do is to answer the call and take that leap of faith. All right, now, as I said a bit earlier, if you are interested in working with crystals, I've got a few here, which I call traveler crystals. Okay, so I'll just show you a few. Um, I just got a few here. Let's see, smoking. All right. So right. Okay, so I'm just going to show you a few. All right, for which I call these crystals traveler crystals, because you can use them or carry them around you, okay, when you're traveling. So I'd like to recommend amethyst. This is amethyst. This one is called malachite. It's known as the stone of transformation, and you can use this as well to prevent travel sickness. Alright, and I sorry, I just forgot to mention, okay, that amethyst is also is a very spiritual protective stone, and can help balance mind, body, and spirit. Okay, it's a very good crystal to use during meditation. This one is called smoky quartz. It's also a very good crystal, especially to help you feel more balanced. It's also a very good grounding, protective crystal. Okay, and this one is called sursite. Okay, you could use this crystal. It's very good for if you're suffering any form of jet lag. And you can also use this stone when meditating, okay, if you want to access the Akashic Records as well. It's known as the record keeper. All right. Now, if you're on a spiritual path, okay, and you're into or you do astral traveling, I'll just show you a few I'd like to recommend. This one is called ametrine. All right, this is very good, especially if you're doing any type of DNA healing. It could be ancestral DNA, if you're into that. All right. It's also very good for detoxing, but it's also a very protective. So ametrine is just basically amethyst and citrine, okay, mixed together. All right. So you got ametrine. Again, you got amethyst is also very good for astral traveling, and lepidolite. Okay, this is also a very good stone for dream recall. Okay, for dream recall as well. Or if you want to just make a fresh start, if you want to let go of things not no longer serving you, lepidolite is a very good crystal. Okay, and right, if you again, having you find it difficult to recall your dreams, all right, then again you can use amethyst, uh, lepidolite, as well as blue howlet. And for lucid dreams, I think lucid dreams tend to occur, especially if like sometimes you just drift off, okay, that you woke up at some time in the morning, and then especially early, very early in the morning, and then you just sort of like fall slowly back to sleep. Okay, that could occur. So for lucid dreams, or it could be something that you want to do or you like doing. All right, so to help you, you've got smoky quartz, moonstone, or blue howlet. Okay. All right. And if you are interested in working with crystals, or you want normal crystals, I'll put the names of two books. Okay, they are both by the same author. So please check that out after watching or listening to this reading. All right. So again, I'd just like to thank all my viewers, my subscribers, my supporters, anyone who have clicked the like button in the past, who have left comments, shared my videos, who have watched my other readings, videos out on YouTube. Thank you ever so much for your support. Okay, and this reading was for the divine feminine, any women who have tuned in today. Thank you ever so much for taking the time out to view this reading. All right, and if you did enjoy listening or watching to this reading, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe, or share, or just leave a comment. Thank you for watching. See you next time, and goodbye.